Hey everybody, it's Star Alliance Man, and today I'm doing a model airport update. This time for December of 2023. It's been a little while since I've done my last model airport update, but just wanted to come back in here and say happy holidays to everyone. Hope everyone's having a great end to the year and look forward to 2024. So this is the model airport that I've had in my channel for a little while now. We do have a few new models that I am excited to show you, and most of the design is typically the same, maybe a couple tweaks here and there and some other changes that I'm making, but happy to be back with another airport update, and let's kind of get straight to it, I guess. So just to start off with the basic terminal, so this one is basically a variety of domestic airlines. We can see we've already changed some of the aircraft from the last update. The timing is around the evening, I would say, during the winter months. So I'm trying to keep it as realistic as I can. And if you haven't seen the updates before, the airport is based in Southern California. So I'm trying to do a bit of a theme there with the aircraft and stuff. But we'll take a look at this first terminal. So as we can see here, we have a lot of the ground transportation, buses, etc., that come through here. So this is all, part of the MAD, and then obviously the Gemini terminal with all the arrivals, departures, areas and stuff. We do have a 3D printed hotel here as well, just to kind of add, some infrastructure. But I'm hoping to add some of this airport roadway signs here on the roads to help with the buses and stuff. So hopefully that will be coming in future updates. But as we take a look at some of the aircraft, we will start here with the JetBlue A321neo. This aircraft, I believe I featured in the last update. We'll be doing a service to New York JFK. Followed by that, we have a Hawaiian. This is the A330, so this is a bit of an upgauge for the winter season. Service to Honolulu. The last update, we had an A321neo, so cool to get the 330 in there. Taking a look next, we have the Delta 737-900ER doing a service over to Salt Lake City today. And then we also have another Delta aircraft, this one just pushing back. This is the A321neo, so we can see it's got the tug and everything hooked up there, and aircraft will be heading to Atlanta. And then taking a look at Southwest, so I did decide to include a few specials in this update. So we have the Freedom One, this is the 737-800, of course, of Southwest with a service to Dallas Love Field. And then we have the sort of Desert Canyon, I believe, is the Desert Gold livery 737 MAX 8. So this aircraft heading to Orlando. I think this is a new NG model release. I'm not sure how new it is, but I'm really happy to have it in the update here. So hope it fits in with some of the specials and just a great retro, cool thing that Southwest has done to keep the livery flying. And as we take a look, we have the 737-700 at this time of Southwest. Just doing a quick hop up to Sacramento today, so nothing crazy, but just kind of rounds out this first terminal. And then as we turn to the second terminal, so we don't necessarily have a physical construction, like some sort of gate that can kind of go between the two, but typically it would be sort of an underground way to get between them. But this terminal is really reserved for United. And so United Airlines is pretty much the largest carrier at the airport. They have kind of a focus city operation. So I've tried to keep that consistent, but I have shaked things up a little bit with the aircraft. But I will first start with, I think, possibly the elephant in the room, the Air New Zealand. This is the All Blacks 777-300ER, getting a lot of servicing done for a flight to Auckland tonight. And this is a new service that I didn't have in my last updates. It's a new model for me. I think it looks great. It's made by Aviation 400, so really great addition. Happy to have that in the airport. Next to that, we have the Air China. This model I'd like to keep featuring. There's a lot of Chinese traffic from SoCal, obviously, so I do like to have the Air China 777-300ER service to Beijing, of course. As we take a look at United, obviously in the Star Alliance network, we try to put those airlines together, and United has a decent, feature here. So we did manage to squeeze in the 787-9. We can see we have a few configurations of the gate here. So this time we don't use those ramps over there. We don't have any regionals. We've just decided to go with, mainline wide body service. So we have the 787-9 here by NG Models with a service to Tokyo Haneda tonight. And then we take a look at the United A319 next to that, doing a quick hop to San Francisco. Unfortunately, that light pole is down, but the rest of them I do try to include some light floodlights as I can. But up next, we have the United 737 MAX 8 with a service to Denver. Here we have a 757-200. I haven't featured this one before in the updates, but obviously a great, 757-200 by NG Models with a service over to Newark today. Empty gate here, and then we have a United 757-300. This aircraft doing a service to Chicago O'Hare. And then we have a Star Alliance. This is the Star Alliance livery, of course, 737-800 of United doing a service to Houston. And then we have the Air Canada Express. This is the CRJ 900. It's a quick hop up to Vancouver. Always, something you see here in California. Great looking aircraft with the new livery, and something certainly I want to feature in this airport. So that's kind of the first half of the layout, and we'll take a look at the international side. So as we take a look at the international side, this is kind of that Terminal C, if you will. If we had kind of a Terminal A, B, and then C, or 1, 2, 3, either way, this is sort of the alternative terminal. We have every other airline here. It's mostly international on this side, so you can see we have a variety of Asian carriers that have evening departures and arrive very early in the morning over there. So I did try to include as much of those as I can, and I guess we'll start here. This is actually the Qantas 787-9, so we do have service to Sydney. I don't think it was featured in my last update, but we don't usually have them at the terminal. They're usually at the stands over there because they depart so much later. But here, since we're doing an evening airport update, we get to have the Qantas 787-9. Just doesn't have a lot of servicing yet. Still waiting for a later departure to Sydney. But next to that, we have the ZIPAIR. This is obviously, I think, a subsidiary, if you will, of JAL, or Japan Airlines. So kind of a low-cost, airline for them, and a brand that flies 787-8s from, I think it's just California. They probably do other cities in Asia as well, from Japan. And so we have them as kind of the low-cost brand flying to our airport. So it's the ZIPAIR 787-8. This is with the new livery. Obviously, they had the Z before on the tail, so things have changed, but just getting some servicing. I'm really happy to have it in the airport, so great new model to have. Here are the China Airlines, of course, A350, really common in California, doing a service to Taipei. And then the Cathay, this is the Cathay Pacific 777-300ER. This is in the new livery. I do have this same model in the old livery, but I think the new livery just really adds to the realism of the airport, and I do like both liveries a lot. So Cathay Pacific 777 heading off to Hong Kong. And as we kind of round out the rest of this terminal, we can see it's mostly domestics on this side. We do have a bit of some Mexican departures over here. So we have the Viva Airbus A320, and then also obviously the Aeromexico 737-800. I probably will be adding Volaris at some point. I'll have to see if I can squeeze them here in the terminal, but great to have some presence there. And then as we take a look at the rest of the terminal, we have kind of an American Alaska situation. So they share these gates here. We have an Alaska E175. I was looking at that one. E175 operated by SkyWest, doing a service up to Seattle or Paine-Field, PAE. And then we have the 737-900ER here of Alaska, doing the service to Anchorage. It's in the lovely One World livery. And then taking a look at the rest of the American presence here, we have a CRJ 700 doing a service to Phoenix. 737-800 here. This one does have the logo winglets, doing the service to Dallas. Followed by the A321. This is in the stand-up to Cancer livery, doing a service to Charlotte Douglas. And then taking a look at the new tower, I have changed things up a little bit, so just wanted to feature that. We did get a new air traffic control tower. So the presence, or sort of the placement of that, is kind of in the middle of the whole airport. So just another new feature there. And then moving to this side of the airport, we can see we have a little bit more space here for some aircraft stands. We always have some international carriers here that sort of arrive earlier in the day and then sort of rest and then prepare for their departures in the evening. So we do have a Korean, this is the 777-300ER, we'll be departing to Seoul later. And then we have the Philippine Airlines A350-900 heading off to Manila later tonight. On the stands as well, we do have a sort of blank cargo 747-400 freighter, and then a sort of charter maintenance 737-800 for United, just getting a bit of work done there and just kind of a parking spot. A new addition to the airport that we did not feature last time, so kind of a repurpose for, I guess what you would call kind of a blank area in the airport. We did have a hangar here before, but this time I've decided to feature the C-32. This is the Air Force 2, if you will. United States of America 757-200. So this aircraft is just here because we have kind of an FBO, fixed-based operator sort of terminal here, so sort of a private jet terminal. I am looking to feature some more charter aircraft like the Air Canada Jets, all black A320. That aircraft is gonna look great here once I get that. So look forward to some more updates with aircraft in here, but so far, I think the C-32 is a fantastic one to feature. So really cool to have sort of this 3D printed private jet terminal. Thought it kind of really fit the space. So really happy to show that, and just a cool addition to the airport. Also around the airport, we do have some aircraft taxiing, 737, I think that's a 900 yard from United, and then the Frontier A320 as well, Air Canada A220. Taking a look at our runway, we do have a singular runway operation, so it's just a singular 26 is our main runway here, and we have Alaska 737-900 ER just waiting to line up. We have a Southwest 737-800. And then we also have the LATAM. This is the 787-9 for them. Really cool to have them arriving here. So just wanted to feature them on the arrival and just coming in from Santiago, Chile. So hopefully they'll have a gate to park at, and they'll be departing back there later tonight. So just on the inbound there. And then as we take a look to sort of round out the airport, we have a little bit of a cargo facility. So during the winter season, there's always busy festivities with cargo. So we do have just the classic Amazon Prime Air 767-300 freighter, FedEx 767, and then of course the China Airlines Cargo 777 freighter just to kind of round out the cargo presence. With these terminals, I will link below where they are from, but just wanted to add some airline logos down there as well, and then we also have that sort of cargo center, if you will, from Herpa. So I'll link some of these buildings and where they came from in the description below, so you can take a look. But I think that's going to round out the airport, everyone. So thank you so much for watching. I did want to just happy to really get an airport update for the end of the year 2023. As I sort of round out the year, I typically upload a lot of travel videos, so haven't had as much time to really update this airport. But I have been getting new models. Hopefully more updates to come in the future. But thank you so much for watching. I hope everyone has a great year in 2024, and I'll see you in the next one.